It had been some time since Mr. Divine left his creaky old rocker. He'd taken up knitting, which seemed quite fitting for a porcupine intending to prosper. As the wood met the ground, it squeaked a small sound that inspired old Mr. Divine to sing his little ditty that was really quite pretty about how he came to walk the line. Mr. Divine was always shiny, rather diviny, every stranger a friend, not a foe. But some get too close, feeling unexpected poke, and get taken aback by the blow. So you know, having a defense as piercing as this, something like a scorpion sting. It was raw, it was wild, feared and exiled, but for him it was simply fitting. They used to say, how you shine, Mr. Divine, you must have some shimmer to spare. I'd warn them against it, but still nonetheless they start grasping around at thin air. Don't you dare! Ouch! Mr. Divine, in my defense, I'd start with a stammer, but often they'd be too gone to find me. So I waved to the wind, wish they'd come back again, tell them it's just my nature, I'm sorry. Hurt people around me, he sighed so sadly it snapped Martha Mantis from meditation. She paused from vinyasa to offer some thoughts of truth-filled, all-knowing inspiration. You trusted your heart, that's what sets you apart from the rest of those critters out there. It's just live in the moment, go with the flow, then keep an eye out for your very own lair. But where? Mr. Divine, as the cold breeze started to dance to the leaves, Divine gazed down his old path, but something suggested that this time instead he'd take a turn and never look back. Something inside what Martha had said sent Mr. Divine on a journey for fulfillment, for enrichment, for respectful friendship, to love himself a little more fully. I may not have all the answers myself, or know why I react so quickly, but I've just got to trust it and go with my gut that it has something to do with my destiny. Mr. Divine may be pointed, I may be sharp, I may not always feel ready, but deep in my heart there's a delighted spark that calls me to make quilts for the needy. Mr. Divine rocked and he creaked as he thought back on days of old, for he strayed from that path with one mad dash, made a home from an abandoned rabbit hole. So Divine went out to find him some substance to weave together all of his dreams. He stumbled upon a place enchanted with grace, where he could safely leave all his belongings. Mr. I know it's true, this I'm telling you, 'cause I left my old rocking chair there for Mr. Divine to sit down and find and start working on a better world from there. Mr. Divine stitched and he purled as he pulled together quilts with his quills. Now once a small spark, now an illuminated heart, with enough fuel in his fire to change the world. Mr. Divine was so satisfied, as he frilled and then tied off the edges. He admired his work with a delighted smirk, and then set it right down where he left it. Mr. Divine, once his work was all done, he gathered everyone round to give out the gifts he had made. And Mr. Obsidian, the ambivalent amphibian, shed a tear as Divine called his name. Then Divine laid real still beneath his own quality quilt that fit him as right as a glove. And this time, instead of shaking his head, he smiled and nodded at the heavens above. This was love. Mr. Divine always climbed